Here's a few stories, a few examples about the psychology of pricing and how actually thinking differently about pricing can work wonders with the perception that your prospects and your customers have of you, and therefore are more likely to buy your service or your products. So there's a great example in a book called Predictably Irrational by Dan Ariely. He's a professor of behavioral studies at MIT in the United States. And he does this lovely experiment where he gives his students some aspirins, and he says to one half of the group, the aspirin costs 10 cents. And he says to the other half, the aspirin costs $2. Go away and use the aspirin when you have a headache, and then come back and report how effective they were. So when the students came back, what they found was the students who took the $2 aspirin, 85% of them said, yes, it cured my headache, thank you. And the ones who had the 10-cent aspirin, only 60% said, yes, it cured my head, thank you. But what neither group knew was that in both instances, the aspirin was a placebo. Now, what does that tell you? Well, firstly, it should tell you that placebos cure headaches. But more importantly, for this context, the only variable was the price they were told, not what the price actually was, because it's a lump of chalk, right? And not what the product quality actually was. The only variable was that half of them were told it was $2 and the other half were told it was 10 cents. So the group who had the $2 aspirin thought, wow, it must be a high quality aspirin. So their perception of value is high and their actual experience of value is high. 85% said it cured their headache, right? Whereas the ones who had the 10 cents aspirin, their perception of value is low and their experience is low. Only 60% said it cured their headache. Now, you already know this, right? I'm not telling you something you don't already know. We know that a high price generally signals high quality. We know that a low price generally signals lower quality. But the mistake we make is not utilizing the understanding of the psychology of how people perceive prices to our advantage.